as I've just pressed record, that red figure at the back's fell over. What up YouTube, it's me, your favourite Steve, and this is my Carboot Haul from Sunday. Right, what up YouTube, I've just had to lean that figure up the basket. This is part of my Carboot Haul that I got on Sunday. The other bit, I've got another load of clothing, but I'm going to do a separate video on that. I'm just going to separate the stuff from now on because it just gets overcomplicated. So I'm going to do the clothes in another video with the clothes that I got at the car boot I went to today. But I've got another load of stuff from the car boot that I'm going to do another video. Lucky hair, whatever. I'm going to keep going on. Anyway, so this is what I got from the car boot haul on Sunday. I thought I did pretty well. I filled my hands. The clothing took up... Oh, balls. There's something else that I haven't added. Give me a sec. Right, sorry about that. I'm back. I knew there was something else that was holding me back on Sunday that was doing my speed, and it was those rollerblades. Yeah, so this is what I picked up from Sunday. It was rammed on Sunday. Obviously, I've mentioned it before, I don't drive, so I am limited on what I can get. But, you know, I filled my boots in for me and got quite a bit of clothing as well. Well, not quite a bit, enough. To cover me as well. But yeah, I thought I did alright. Yeah, going to go through, actually, I'll go through these two. There's two bits that I'm going to go through in separate videos. I'm going to do two separate videos. Man, I've got a backlog of videos that I've got to do. Get in. Content. First of all is this box that I'm going to go through separately. Just to, I'm going to go through it separately because there's just so much in here, just so I can go through them individually. I got this for like a £5. The kind of Masters of the Universe comics. There's like classic, there's programs in there like a Disney, Iron Man, Masters of the Universe, more Masters of the Universe, Mask. There's like so much stuff, Thundercats, like a cup final thingy, and then some Liverpool and Transformer thing at the back. So there's so much in there. I'm going to do a separate video and I'll go through them individually. So then anybody who knows anything about comics can kind of give me a hand because I have zero clue. I've done a little bit of research on them individually, some of them individually. Most of them are going abroad for, around 10-15 quid. So I think I might go with selling them individually, which will fill the listings. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that to save, because I think I'll make more money out of them. But I'm going to do a separate video on that. I'm also going to do a separate video. I actually sent a picture of these two bags to Lex on Sunday, and she said, please don't buy them. I already had. So yeah, I paid a £5. I'm only laughing because I know if Lexi's watching this video back, she's shaking her head as I'm describing this, but I paid a £5 per bag. Now there's 20 bits of jewellery in each bag. I just went past and I thought it was funny. I'm not getting into jewellery, don't get me wrong, but I will give those two bags a go. I'm willing to give anything a go once. But yeah, it was more to go, hey Lex, look, I'm gonna chase Lex out the jewellery game. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Anyway, so I'm going to do a separate video on them as well, break those down and show the little bits of jewellery that I've got going. Yeah, and put Lex out of business. Only joking. So yeah, I'm going to do two separate videos on that, so they really shouldn't be in here, but I thought it'd be nice to show them what I got. But right, we'll go with the Bop It. So I got a Bop It Extreme. For some reason, I have no clue why. I paid £3 for this, which is, a bit too much for this time of the year, I think. They're only selling for about a tenner at the minute. But I know they sell for really good money at the Christmas period, so, I might keep... No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not keeping that till Christmas. It's not going to happen. I'm going to list it like tomorrow. So I'm not going to lie. So I'll probably list that tomorrow. Yeah, probably go for a tenner. Got another load of WWE Rumbler stuff, like spare parts, stuff like that. I think that cost me 3 as well. That should go for, 15 to 20 quid. Talking about Lex, apparently Lex have brought a lot of whips. I haven't seen Lexi's video where she bought whips, so it's complete coincidence that I ended up buying them on Sunday as well. This one is meant to be like a leather one, that'll go for about 20. The rest of them about, yeah, I'm going to go for 15 on that one because it looks a bit more vintagey, and then a tenner for the other 2. But I have whipped myself with that today. Freaking hell, it hurt. That really hurts. Also, researching whips, look, you go down like a deep hole of dirty shit that's on eBay. Oh, I'm gonna get demonetised for saying the S word on it. Oh well. Yeah, but yeah, 20 quid for the leather one, 15 quid for the. I was trying to think of the word. What's the word for that kind of material? I'm not sure. But 15 quid for them, and then 10 for the other 2. Got a rock rumbler thing. That cost me like 50p. That'll go for about a tenner. Got this F&M basket. I've sold these before. I think I've sold 2 for about 25. So that basket's a little bit smaller than kind of a hamper basket. So I think I'll go for 25. I think the bigger ones go for about 30 or 40. I'm not sure. I need to measure it before like start saying that's what I'm gonna go for. And that I need to measure that, to be fair. Next, these Bear rollerblades. For saying they're an absolute pain in the dick to carry around. In like a little JD bag that I had across my back with my big rucksack. They cost me a £5. Unfortunately, because of the condition they're in, I think I'm only going to get about 15, I think. They're only sold for 20 lately, and they are in pretty shoddy condition. They're really in a shoddy condition, so I think I'm maybe 18, something like that. 15, I don't know, between 15 and 20. I'm not sure. Yeah, these 2, I'm going to leave those figures till last. These 2 Wally figures are an absolute nightmare to research. I've sold a Wally figure before. It's one that kind of folds up into a box. I've sold them a few times for like about 20, 25 quid. Obviously he's bigger than these 2 now. Give me a second. Now this one's kind of magnificated, so they pull off. You can see the magnets. That kind of detaches the one at the back. Some kids put pen all over that one, but this one's missing an arm as well. But only cost me like a pound. No, I think it was 50p actually. It was 50p for a bag with those 2 in. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure at the minute. It's really hard to research because every Wally kind of figure that comes up is that boxed one, that big boxed one that sells pretty well. There's quite a few on eBay, but I'm not sure what to go for them too, so I'm not going to give a price on those. Do I need to do a little bit more research? And then finally, these. Oh, put my little guy at the front there. Crap. These 6 figures. With her at the back who can't stand up, but these 6 figures all cost me a £5 altogether. Now I sold a World of Warcraft figure with a missing hand the other week, and it sold pretty quickly. I'd only sold it for about a tenner because it had a missing hand, and I think they were going for about 15 quid. Without the missing hand. Yeah, with 2 full hands, so in the missing hand, I sold it for a tenner, but it was pretty quick. So I thought, feck it. I haven't sold these figures before. This one and that one there, can you see those spikes? For the whole time I was walking around the Carboot, it was an absolute nightmare. If you look at those spikes there, I mean, they were like wherever I moved, they were in my hole, and wherever I moved with the hole, just stabbing me in the back all the way through the Carboot. It was a nightmare. Like I'd all of a sudden put something new in the bag. and then I'd adjust like the bag on my back, and like it was stabbing me through the bag. So they were a nightmare to carry around. Anyway, prices. So they all cost me £5 altogether. These are ranging. I think that one goes for about 25, 20. That one was 30. That one was 30, and that one's about 15 at the back. So for me, I think I've done pretty well in there for a £5, and then they're going to sell for pretty good money. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy about those figures, and I like little figurine things. I think they're cool as shit. So yeah, there. That's my haul. That's my haul from Sunday, and so I do have quite a collection of videos that I want to get through this week because I've got another Carboot Haul. I want to go through that jewellery. I want to go through these comics, and I've got another bunch of clothing that I want to go through. So yeah, videos galore this week, guys. I think I'm going to try and put one out each day, I think. But yeah, so that was my Carboot Haul from Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. I'm very pleased with what I picked up from a very busy Carboot on Sunday. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Peace out, stay safe. Sorry, fingers went there. Peace out, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.